Dessinger's going to go off. He is legitimately going to go off. But I just want to say, Borderlands 4 update real quick, guys. We'll spend 10 minutes on it, then we'll get to the topics. Because I kind of threw this in here. I didn't even tell the panel we were going to do this. Just real quick. Online excitement, you guys have to say, there's a lot of negatives we're going to talk about with this game. A lot of negatives. But we are going to say online excitement, I got to say, it's at an all-time kind of high.
I mean, I would say it's mostly negative. Go ahead.
I hear. People are loving the game. People that have been complaining about it in the media, then coming out and saying, by the way, still really enjoying this game. So, Meg, I'll start with you, and then we'll go right through, just to get everyone's opinion. I personally have played about 14 hours or so right now. I will say the game has crashed on me about 6 or 7 times.
So the game's crashed on him 6 or 7 times. Literally a clown show. Buddy, we're just getting started. Buckle in, brother. Buckle in.
I haven't had an issue in the sense that the saves were there. Yeah, but I will say this. While I was playing with friends and even solo, I had a smile on my face when the game was running. Because it really...
Yeah, when the game was running. So even though the shit crashed 6 to 7 times, it sounds like a terrible experience, but you just got a big old smile on your face, right? He probably even got a little controller in his hand, right? A little PS5. Oh, the damn dog curse. Yes, for real, for real.
It was the epitome of Borderlands, which is just stupid fun, right? Just shoot things, look for better weapons, listen to some zany writing, a couple of like LOLs while you're playing the game with buddies, and it's just something where you can enjoy that time with friends while playing this game, and it's nonstop action. Mag, what's your take from, as the great Dessinger, I always quote Dessinger, Randy Pitchford will Randy Pitchford, right? So he did what he always does, but what do you think between Randy's comments, the game, the issues, but the fun you may or may not be having or seeing people have? What's your take on Borderlands real quick a week later?
All right. Well, I think I have about the same amount of hours as you. I did a 2.5, almost 3-hour stream last night. And what I did is I did stream it on YouTube, and then I left the channels open. I got a Chat Link Pro. So I'm like, listen, man, anybody want to come and jump in here? Even the party will go through Streamlabs, whatever. Nobody did. I mean, but I had a lot of players come in, but everybody was kind of gun shy to talk. I had people from all walks come in and play this game. I was playing on the PS5 Pro. I had another guy from my channel was on the PC, one guy on Xbox, another guy on the PS5. Not one issue in almost 3 hours. So no,
I'm pushing X to doubt. Not one issue in almost 3 hours. These guys be lying.
Not really a litmus test for what's happening out there. I'm just saying, in the 3 hours that I played with four on a foursome on 3 essentially 3 different systems or 4 different systems, and we never had an issue. So, like I said, I had 2 guys on the PlayStation Network. One
so he's got his hands on a magical copy of the game that has no issues. Interesting.
On the PC, one on the Xbox, and we had no hiccups, no anything. The other 11
My boy said, how can you have fun when your premium game for premium gamers is crashing 6 times? Yeah, X to doubt. Yeah, from everything I heard. Now, granted, I haven't played the game, right? But I don't know. My boy said premium crashing. I'm pushing X to doubt. I just doubt that it had no issues. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how he could just say that.
I played either solo or I played co-op with my wife, and we had no issues as well.
Oh, this is great news.
Yeah, so no issues. Just no issues at all. No issues at all. He played it on the PS5 Pro, didn't run into any issues at all. Like I said, he's got the magic copy, right? Randy, don't let Randy Pitchford hear this shit. Because he'd be saying, see, I told you guys. So like I said, so magical copy, no issues. Okay.
I think the only thing I saw in any of the gameplay that I was playing is like near the beginning of the game when you first get into that open world and you unlock that first safe house, whatever it is, and you're kind of driving or walking around or whatever, and then you eventually get that car. The only thing I saw was a little bit of egregious pop-in of like, let's say shrubbery, bushes, trees, that kind of thing, like on a hillside.
Egregious pop-in. So you were seeing issues. You were seeing poppage. You were seeing shit that it wasn't intended to see, essentially. Which is probably what I would expect is common with console, right? If we're gonna be honest, I don't know,
or something like that. Other than that, I did not have any performance issues at all.
Okay. Other than that, so you did have performance issues, but you just downplaying the performance issues. All right.
Okay. I didn't have any crashes, nothing like that. And like I said, I streamed last night for almost 3 hours and not a hiccup. And so I don't know whether it was because I didn't play it at 12:01 a.m. when it launched, or You know what I mean? Because I didn't
Yeah.
really get to it right away. It took me a few days to get to it. So performance-wise, I've had no issues. As for the game itself, it's exactly what I wanted. I'm a huge Borderlands fan. It's fun. It's exciting. It's addictive, as you would expect.
It
it's
is.
like that. It's like that. It's like that Call of Duty dopamine hit that you get. Like, you know, this is the constant repetitive gameplay loop, but it's so addictive that you can't stop playing it. And it's, you know, even my wife, who's not a Borderlands fan, like she never really played Borderlands. She tinkered around with the first one for about an hour just to see what it was like.
Yeah.
And then we got this one. Anyways, I'm like, honey, I got to get offline here. So we're in two separate parts of the house. I get offline. I go upstairs. She's still playing by herself. So it's just like, because she wanted to get more and more and more and more. So it has that hook, right? So it's got it all there. Now they got to worry about the technical issues. Work that out. It'll be just fine. It's still
Right.
going to sell 15 million copies. If you look at Borderlands 3, which was considered the quote unquote the worst number in the series, which is Borderlands 3, that still sold 13 million copies. So at this rate, I think that even with a higher player count than when that game came out, I think we're still going to sit around 15 to 20 million copies by the end of it all. That includes sales, deep sales, whatever else. It's going to do incredibly well. Now, for last thing I'll say, for Randy Pitchford, there should be as no surprises to anyone. It's like you see a rattlesnake on the ground, you'll be like, well, you know, every time I approach the rattlesnake, it tries to bite me. So when
I'm just looking.
the 11th time and it bites you.
I haven't seen such like positive talk around this game from what I'm witnessing right now. You know what I mean? Like, it's interesting how much they're having such a good time with this game. Now, granted, there is some people saying that they're having fun with it, right? The game had problems, you know, but at least like Crevice, for example, he said he played it and he had issues with bugs. But I'm playing on Xbox and but still have fun. Yeah, so I mean, we got somebody in there who said they're playing and they're having bugs. I don't know. I just heard that the game had a lot of bugs and that it was somewhat unplayable. I've seen the frame drops on the Xbox. I've seen it drop to, you know, 1 frame on the PlayStation. Like, for them, but who knows? Like I said, you know, who am I to speak? I wasn't there. I didn't witness it. I guess he got a copy of the game that just didn't have any issues.
You shouldn't be shocked. This is exactly the way he is. This is exactly the way he reacts to everything, every release, every time he's pestered about something, or they're like, hey, Randy, you need
My boy said, why can't people admit that something they like has issues? It's crazy. I seen the Digital Foundry. Even Digital Foundry was talking about how all of the console versions were dropping and having bad performance. So for him to say this, I don't know. It's just odd to me.
fix this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
What he should do in a position that he's in
Yes.
is that he should shut his mouth. That's it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if he doesn't have any superiors above him,
I
at
agree
least
with him
in
on that.
Gearbox, maybe the publisher should have a word and be like, hi, Randy, can you do me a favor? Can you just shut the F up for like a month and then you can come back online or whatever?
Put it in the
Please.
contract. Put it in the contract. You
No,
can't say anything
indefinitely.
for the first 4 weeks. Yeah.
Stop talking, because at the same time, the problem is with these guys, well, they understand. But the thing is, and you know what? We don't have to get into what happened over the last weekend and what happened last.
Yes, but Digital Foundry did say the Xbox version runs better than the base PS5 version at a higher resolution and FPS. See, I didn't even watch all of that, but that's what's up. You know, I take your word for it. That's what's up.
Last week with accountability about how people represent the company. You know what I'm talking about? All the people that got fired and everything else, right? So the thing is, you still have accountability with the publisher. So at that point,
Yeah.
the publisher has to come down and say, "Hey, Randy, come
You know,
on, man. Can you
so-
cut the crap?" Like,
So,
'cause,
Meg,
like,
I'll-
this is gonna.
I'm gonna take
You know what I
that.
mean?
I'm gonna take that volleyball and spike it here because you know it's interesting, and I'll ask Jay this. Jay, I want to ask you a question.
Now
Jay,
listen to
'cause,
this.
Meg makes it.
This is where it gets interesting, right? I just want to show you guys the energy, right? It took a little bit of a minute, right? But, you know, your boy says, here it goes.
A point there with the whole like should he speak about it, but when he's out there talking, I'm reading what he's writing, he's defending this game the same way we defend our kids, right? You know what I mean, Jay? It's
Absolutely.
like, what do you mean my kid
Absolutely.
can't play power forward? What do you mean by that? You know what I'm trying to
But you know what he means and you see what he means. People are showing you proof and evidence that the game is not performing well. You guys know that the game is not playing well. It's weird. This is why I had to show you. You guys were talking about the game like it's running well with no bugs, but everybody knows that's not the truth. There's evidence of this online. There's evidence from Digital Foundry, right? People aren't complaining about it, right? People are just stating their disdain for it, that how they're upset with the product that they paid for and they're getting bad performance from it, right? And a lot of people enjoyed the franchise, and it seems like it's a disservice that a game came out bad. A game came out so buggy. It shouldn't have came out in this state, right? But now they're sitting here saying that the game is like their kid. Oh, do people make money off their kids, right? I know some people are blessed enough to have their kids go to the league or whatever. I don't think they just made this shit just to love it, right? They made this shit to make some fucking money. And if they want to make some money, then they should optimize their game.
So he's out there and he's doing this. So is there a fine line, Jay, between defending your baby, in this case his game and his team, versus the product that's out there? Because, I mean, at the end of the day...
Mooch, why not just call him out? Why not just call him out and say that he's shitty and that what his remarks are tone deaf and that he has no room to open his mouth and say anything? Why are we defending him and saying that, oh, this game is like his baby? That's bullshit. Right, his baby's ugly. Right, his baby's ugly and stinky. Right, nobody likes his baby. It's an ugly baby. Right, I don't give a fuck if that's what he loves. Right, shout out to we got Echo in this bitch. What's happening, dog? Why are we defending this guy? But this is just the beginning.
Remember something. No matter how much you admire it, we are paying $70 in certain cases for the deluxe edition, upwards of $120 or $130.
Damn. $120, $130 for the deluxe edition, and it's running like shit even on the 5090 card. But you guys are defending, saying, "Oh, but it's like his baby." Okay.
Out to Destiny, or Destiny will tell you well.
Yeah, his baby was born with optimal issues. Yeah, that's insane. Yes, I'm losing my mind. This shit is insane as fuck.
Keys, you could have got it for 110. But I mean, Jay, what do you think? Where's the fine line there?
I'm going to be honest. Maybe my opinion will be opposite of everybody else's, but I like Randy Pitchford. I like what he's doing.
Yeah, of course you do. Yeah, because you guys like getting railed. You guys get railed by a PlayStation all the time, right? This is business as usual.
Sometime you need to tell gamers to shut the fuck up. Pardon my French. Stop complaining and whining about everything, because trust me, he sees you guys with all the other games that you bully everybody else around. And
all the other games that you guys bully around, the games that you guys pull out your wallet and actually buy, the games that you guys buy with your hard-earned money, you guys should just shut the fuck up and be happy that you're getting games that run like shit. Right? Is that right, J-Dub?
Complain about this, you can't complain about that, especially the PC dudes.
Let's
face it, 99%.
Yeah, especially the PC dudes. Yeah, because we don't just bend over and get railed by PlayStation, right? We don't just bend over and get railed, right? We bully them, right? Yeah, because we stand up for ourselves and we say, if you want my hard-earned money, you better optimize the fucking game. We don't just accept anything like you guys do with your punk-ass PS5 Pro, right? But here we go. We got to talk shit about the PC guys, right? We just have to.
Them have shitty PCs. They do. It's just a fact, right?
Oh yeah, shit. But here's the funny thing though: the shitty PCs run circles around your fucking PS5 Pro. Give me a shitty PC over a PS5 Pro any day of the week, right? From what I'm seeing, that pisser is failing all the time. Shit, lives in the shadow of the PS5.
And so you got this big game coming, and I mean, let's face it, we've been having frame generation for 4 generations now. Yep. Everybody uses it. Just fucking get over it.
Nope.
It is what it is.
Nope. You guys can keep using it. You guys can keep glazing it. You guys can keep on glazing all that bullshit. Nope. We're going to play shit natively. We're not going to glaze that shit. We're not a fan of that shit. And, developers that understand that, they'll get our money. The ones that don't, then, their games are just not going to sell well, right? Or we'll just wait until their game's on a deep sell. Yeah. Stop complaining about wasting money on badly made games with high prices. Yeah. PlayStation fanboys, ladies and gentlemen, right? PlayStation fanboys. What do I say? Whenever there's a shit take to be had, you always find a PlayStation guy delivering.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know, but I like what Randy said. He was like, listen, you don't want the fucking game, don't buy it. Go fucking play. Go play your indies or some shit. This is the game that we made and we built, and we're
Mooch is over there. He's giggling like a schoolgirl. Oh, that was funny, huh, Mooch? Yeah.
Okay with it. We're having fun. Everybody else.
Hey, go ahead and take the mask off. Yeah. Even though Mooch, you played the shit and it crashed on you 6 or 7 times. Go ahead and Google. I said Google. Go ahead and giggle as you paid $120 to play this fucking game. And it's running like shit. Go ahead and giggle. I'm glad you find it funny, right? This must be a usual thing for you.
Have fun. Stop fucking complaining. Sometimes you need to tell the gamers to fucking stop complaining.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get to nitpick every little thing and let's face it. Yeah. We aren't developers.
Get the fuck out of here. And you're right, you guys aren't developers, but you guys will nitpick everything about Xbox, right? You guys have no problem talking shit about how terrible Xbox is, right? Lord forbid that we actually talk shit about a fucking game developer that has a badly optimized game, a poorly optimized game. Like I said, how is that complaining? I love this whole complaining thing, right? I mean, these guys are like, it sounds like you guys are complaining that people are criticizing the game, that people are criticizing the performance, paying customers, right? Yeah. My boy said yes. Tell your consumer base to shut the fuck up. Yes. Sometimes you just need to do that, right? They're self-reporting. They like being talked to like that. They like it. Didn't I say they're good little boys? That's how PlayStation does them, right?
We don't know what it takes to make a game. We don't know how difficult it is. You know,
I mean, you could have fooled me.
And I get it.
I mean, with the narratives you guys run around saying, you could have fooled me. Shit, you guys be talking about optimization and consoles holding gaming back and everything. You could have fooled me. What the fuck is this guy talking about? We complain because we want devs to improve the product that we lead. This is what I mean. They're just fucking stupid. They don't understand that. They don't understand that. That's why the only thing you can do, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're talking about debates and whatnot. There will be no debates. At this point, you niggas will just get farmed. Because obviously something's not wrapped tightly. Obviously, there's some screws loose. Obviously, these guys, it's like a fucking cult. They're sitting here talking about PC guys saying that they just complain when there's literally a game that's poorly optimized. This is not up for debate. You can go to Digital Foundry, you can go to any tech guy that you want to. They'll tell you that the game is running poorly, and they're putting it on the consumers, telling them to shut the fuck up. This is what I mean. These are what the PlayStation guys do, right? Don't complain when getting railed. Yeah, just bite the pillow and take it. Yeah, no Vaseline. That's just what they're used to doing. Yeah, I'm guessing they didn't buy Lost Soul Aside. I wouldn't be surprised if they bought it and played through that shit, and they just gritted their teeth and bared the shit, right? And they probably bought Snake Eater too, and just played through the shit. Right, that's what they do. That's what they're used to.
It's our money. We also get to sit in our armchairs and tell every developer and everybody how to do X, Y, and Z. And when they do that, we don't fucking.
Well, we wouldn't have to tell them that if they did it in the first place. That's what the issue is. We wouldn't have to say that it was badly optimized. We wouldn't have to do that if they didn't talk about it, right? My boy Echo in this thing, man. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. They used to being talked to disrespectful. Yeah, that's what they like. That's how you get their attention, right?
Go and buy and support the game anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. There is a little bit to what you're saying there, Joe. We don't know what it's like to
No, Mooch. There's nothing to what he's saying. Nothing to what he's saying at all.
make a game. A, B, the other thing about it really is more and more games are launching, which I would say are broken. This game's not broken. It does have some performance issues. Some people would probably argue with me and say, wait a minute.
So it's not broken, but it has performance issues. Okay, Mooch.
Now, I was
walk that tightrope, Mooch.
Down to 18 frames. I understand that. In that case, that's not playable. So
so then what are you saying then, Mooch?
I tip my cap to those folks. But my point is that for the most part, my game.
Oh, then what is your point then, Mooch? I'm just gonna keep on. What are you talking about, Mooch? It sounds broken. I'm just riding along, just listening to what he said. I'm like, Mooch, what are you talking about, Mooch? Sounds like you're saying a whole bunch of nothing right now, Mooch.
Ran pretty damn smooth. It crashed about 5 or 6 times. Again, I'll say that.
So did it run smooth or did it fucking crash 5 or 6 times, Mooch? I mean, god damn. I'm not even gonna speak on that. Mooch is making my head spurt. Yeah, Mooch be mooching. What is he talking about? So did it run smooth, but it crashed 5 or 6 times?
And
playing on the PC?
PC, yeah. Well, because I'm double dipping. I want to get on PS5. I literally wait to see what's going on with the console.
And he's going to double dip. It's going to crash 5 or 6 times, and he's going to double dip. And people wonder why these guys put out undeveloped games, because there's guys like this. Not only will they buy the game, but they'll get on their little podcast and pretend like the game has no issues. And then they'll tell the people complaining about the game in the space, they'll tell them to shut the fuck up and quit complaining. That's what they'll do. That's why they put out unoptimized shit, because there's shills like this who will double dip. My boy said, why double dip? So he could play it on the Pro, of course, buddy. He wants to play it, I don't think it's PS5 Pro Enhanced, but when it gets PS5 Pro Enhanced, of course.
And they're telling me that it was dipping pretty low. So I said, well, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to go pick it up and double dip now. I'll wait. I mean, if it's not good, then I'm just going to stay on the one where I have steady frames. The frame rate I haven't had an issue with at all.
But you said that it's crashing.
But you are right. You have to do the frame gen there. I had DLSS on. You have to have. I did play it 4K. And it seemed to run all right. I was having a good time with it.
Buddy, take off that frame gen. I don't know. Maybe run it at 1440. You know what I mean? My car. My car ain't broken. The oil needs to be changed, and there's a crack in the engine, but it's not broken. Yeah, exactly. It's not broken though.
I'm kind of at a point where I'm a bit biased because
Yeah, you said you lost all credibility by saying frame gen. I know. I heard that shit. I said, nope, you lost me.
I am a Borderlands fanboy, I guess, to a certain extent. I love it. I love the series.
Yeah, we can tell. We can tell. You love it so much that you're shilling for it, even though it's poorly optimized. Like I said, thank God that we've identified. That you're just a little fanboy, and people don't know that you're not credible, right? Thank God that's been established.
So I do understand where you're coming from. To just kind of split the uprights, we'll go to the great Dark Optimist. And if you guys are ready for an opinion, I hope you guys got a drink ready and your seatbelt on. Go ahead, Jay.
I want to say this real quick.
Go ahead.
I want to say this real quick. I'm not by any means saying go and support a broken game, right? A broken game.
Oh, that's what you're doing, though. You just told everybody to shut the fuck up. That's exactly what you're doing. My boy said, no, you do not mooch. Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, that's exactly what you're doing, though, J-Dub.
A broken
game is
yeah.
I agree. Thug Shih Tzu. Yeah, Randy split their uprights. Yeah, and they loved every second of it, right? They sat there with a smile on their face.
The game was Cyberpunk when it launched, right? That was a broken game. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we get on this podcast every week for years and years and years, and we nitpick any game. It doesn't matter what it is. We find the very little
no. You don't nitpick PlayStation. Go ahead.
Nuances about it, and we complain. And it's like, as gamers, sometimes, man, we need to just shut the fuck up and enjoy gaming.
I disagree. No, you can shut the fuck up, right? You can just shut the fuck up, period, and not talk any of this. But we're going to continue to call out poorly optimized games because we would hate for somebody to spend their hard-earned money on a game that's not working correctly, right? Because as gamers, that's not right. And we don't want to condone that, right? We don't want to support that.
Yeah, man. There's something.
And shout out to Echo. Welcome to the pack, right? We in there. I appreciate it, but no, yeah, 18 frames per second equals nitpicking. Yes, it crashed 5 to 6 times, but we're nitpicking the game. Interesting.
To that, in a sense, I saw a lot of people, because a lot of people, the reason I kind of hear what Jay's saying, and I'm nodding my head agreeing here, is just because
you're stupid. Because you're stupid. You just don't know what you're talking about. That's the only way I could sum it up. Because you're dumb.
So a lot of people complaining online, and I'll address a lot of people in the chat have a lot to say about this, which I'll get to in a second. But to be honest with you,
there's really nothing to say about it, dog. Like, that's the thing. Like, to say anything about it, it would be giving you way too much credit, right? To even entertain this stupid shit. What you're saying is so dumb. The fact that you literally backed up what J-Dub said and started giggling like a schoolgirl. I mean, dog, you've said more than enough. And then you turned around and talked about how you play the game with frame gen, right? While it's crashing 5 to 6 times. Like, dog, you are a fucking fool. Like, there's no other way to put it, and I'm not even trying to be rude. Like, that's me putting it in a polite way.
I see a lot of people complaining about it, and then literally
I see a lot of people complaining about it. I mean, there you go. Yeah, back in the pack, baby. Yes, of course. Writing articles being like, had problems. This wasn't this. My frames weren't this. Whatever, performance wasn't up to snuff. At the same time, best Borderlands of all time. Loved every minute of it. I'm like, I'm reading this all within one article. It's all the same article. And I'm like, well, which is it? Should I believe the first paragraph or the last paragraph? I mean, you should believe your 2 eyes on your fucking face, nigga. You've seen the game crash 5 to 6 times. Am I missing something? Right? Because I played it from the beginning from a context. Am I missing something? You said the game crashed 5 to 6 times. And that it's like, what do you mean? Are you missing something? What do you go with? Go with what you've seen. The game is crashing. The game is not working. I mean, holy shit. Almost as if shill's gonna shill. Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Jay. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, you know what to say? You're shilling it. You're literally downplaying the fact that the game crashed 5 to 6 times on you. And I think he has like a 50 series card too, right? He talks about it. So you're literally you have literally one of the newest cards in gaming. You're running this shit with boo-boo ass frame gen. The game is crashing and you're still shilling. You're still defending it, right? And you're defending J-Dub, defending Randy Pitchford. And all he said was that PC guys need to shut the fuck up. Right? I know. Can Mooch explain the user score of 4.5? Well, you know, they don't care about the user score. They just care about the Metacritic score, right? They just care about what the urinalists have to say.
So
yeah, that's how it is.
It is what it is, I guess. Dark, what do you think? How do you split the uprights on this? Because I will say this, Mag, Jay, and what Dessinger's going to say in a minute, because he's going to.
Yeah, exactly. A Gamer Live Studio, I agree 1,000%. The God X Damage Control podcast, yes.
Go off. But Dark, I don't necessarily think if you want to play this game, it's not broken to where you can't play it. It does have some frustrations about it. There's some work.
It's not broken to where you can't play it. I mean, you can play it. It's just the game's going to crash frequently, right? From what we're hearing from you.
Rounds on PC. I'm not.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if these clowns defend Mind's Eye. Yeah, it's that same energy.
There's no excusing here. $70 is $70. It's your money, so there's no wrong answer. But Dark, where are you? Did you? Because I didn't get a chance to talk to you about this beforehand. Did you get a chance to? Are you a Borderlands guy? Do you have Borderlands 4? If not, why didn't you pick it up?
Bro, I'm a Borderlands fanatic.
That's what I thought, actually.
Oh,
But
wow.
You know,
I didn't want to say you were.
I mean, so maybe that's just what it is. Maybe they're just fanboy. Because, like, you know, I'm a Falcons fanboy, right? You guys know I get up here and I start talking crazy about my Falcons. Do I not? So I understand like that as well. But it's like, are you guys so much fanboys of Borderlands that your guys are going to defend its poor performance? That's what it's looking like.
Like, no.
So, like, when I heard Borderlands 4 was coming out, I was like, I gotta get that day one. And I did. And I played it.
Yeah, see, Richard Omega, he's literally, we're thinking on the same wavelength. He's like, fanboys of Borderlands, explains the ramp. Yes, I'm like, now it's making sense. So these guys are just fanboys of the game. That's why they're defending this shit. Like, I'm wondering, I'm like, I've heard nothing but bad things about this game. Why are these guys defending it? And I mean, late Borderlands, Borderlands 3 and 4, okay. I mean, I played the third one. I didn't like it that much, but everybody says that's the weakest one.
And I love it. And I've had a few issues. I've had one crash on my PS5 Pro. I've been playing on PS5 because I'm a peasant console gamer. And I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving the game. I mean, yeah, there are some times where it does stutter here and there, even in the quality and the performance mode.
Yikes.
I mean, honestly, I don't really tell a difference between the quality or the performance mode because
because let's be real, and I can respect that because you guys don't care about the bells and whistles. You just want to plug and play, right? And I don't know if they have the option for you guys to see the frame rate on this game, right? Because I know only certain games let you guys see the frame rate, so you don't know. I understand that, brother.
I think because of the art style, I can't really tell the difference. Like, no, because you don't have the option to have a frame rate counter. That's how you can't count the frames, right? I don't know if they gave you the option or not. I don't have the game, so I don't know if they give the option or not. But it's looking like that might be the case, or maybe he just doesn't know how to turn it on. I could tell the difference in the frames, you know, because the frames are more at a 30 solid 30 on.
Damn, a solid 30. He's playing this shit on a solid 30. Holy shit. Yep, I like Mafia 3, but it did have a lot of problems. Exactly. I mean, I just don't understand why we can't just be honest.
The quality mode than they are on the performance mode. Like, the performance mode kind of dips down to like 20 to like to like 15 sometimes.
That's rough.
But
that's rough.
Yeah, but
my boy said 30 is solid. Yes, on the pisser. He got it on the pisser, and he's talking about how it's dropping to like 13 or whatever. Like, buddy, you're playing on the pisser, and there it is. Exactly.
For me personally, I'm loving the game. I have to agree with J-Dub on Randy Pitchford. Like,
wow. So wait a minute. Did he just say it was dropping to like 13, but he's still playing with it, and he agrees with Randy Pitchford?
The frames are more at a 30 solid 30 on the quality mode than they are on the performance mode. Like, the performance mode kind of dips down to like 20 to like to
$750 for a solid 30. Yeah, that's insane. 30 FPS to 13 frames per second. I knew that's what I heard. I just had to hear it again.
Like 15 sometimes.
That's rough.
But
that's rough.
Yeah.
What? To like 15?
Like to like 15 sometimes.
That's rough.
To like 15 sometimes. So it's going from a solid 30. So it's not a solid 30 if it's dropping to 15, by the way. So it's dropping to 15 frames. It's fluctuating between 15 to 30 frames. And you're saying that you're loving it and you agree with J-Dub.
But
that's rough.
Yeah.
My boy said, but J-Dub talking like a single mom, telling guys to accept her and her kids. Yeah, exactly.
But
a great analogy.
For me personally, I'm loving the game. I have to agree with J-Dub on Randy Pitchford. Like,
shout out to Why So Serious. And I've heard this plenty of times. This is a great point. Randy Pitchford and the Ponies have the same logic. Yeah, it seems like they're two peas in a pod. They really like this Randy Pitchford guy.
The dude, how long have we known Randy Pitchford?
Quite a while.
Since we've been in gaming, since we've been.
My boy said 15. OMG. Come on the pisser, LOL. Gears of War Reloaded is running 10 times better, and that's a third-party Xbox game running better on your PS5 Pro, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah. These guys love glazing that thing.
Since we've seen him make Borderlands, like we've known him for a long time, so we know how he is. We know.
Oh, so we're just gonna excuse him saying stupid shit and blatantly lying about the performance, shilling a bad product, right? Yeah, they talk about Randy like he's a friend. Yeah, that's what this dude's doing right now, talking about we know Randy. I don't know shit about the dude other than he's a freaky guy and he likes to leave his hard drives, his a USB or whatever. That he likes to leave his fucking shit playing around, right? They play hide the sausage with him on the regular. That's what it sounds like.
How he's gonna be when his games come out, or when a movie comes out that he, that wasn't very good, but
Yeah. He defends shitty products, right? And he goes after the consumers.
We know how he is, so he's not gonna be. Why are people so surprised that he was gonna say what he was gonna say? Like,
yeah. So people shouldn't be surprised. They should just let him talk. You shouldn't be surprised. You should just shut up and consume product, right? And enjoy it, even if you're playing at 15 to 30 frames, right? Randy is the CEO. He doesn't make the game. That's a great point, right? I don't. These dudes are full of shit, man.
Like, we already know what he was gonna say. Like,
yeah, was it a shock?
When people said that they had performance issues and things like that, I was all like, Randy Pitchford's gonna come out and say some dumbass shit, and which he did. He always does.
Yeah,
which is funny. It makes it fun, and it makes me laugh.
My boy said, "I can't believe these clowns are defending Borderlands 4. This is absolutely a shame. Stop it. I can't believe it either." Right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, they're coming through with the coat, but this is just, I could have never predicted this, right? I would have thought that this is a easy W. This is easy to assess. It's easy to know which side to be on. Be on the side of the consumer. The consumer deserves better than this, but instead they're actually defending Randy Pitchford. My boy said, "Am I really catching this live?" Yes, sir, you are. This is happening right now.
It doesn't bother me in the slightest what he says, because I'm still gonna play the game. I'm still gonna enjoy the game. And
okay, so then your opinion isn't valid, right? Because you're just a fanboy and you're just gonna buy no matter what. Noted.
I think
this is the easiest layup, and once again they somehow hit the backboard and their face and still missed the shot. Yes. Defending the indefensible. Yes, only a PlayStation guy. What did I tell you? Whenever there's a shit take to be had in the gaming industry, you will see PlayStation guys stumbling over each other to take that fucking shit take, to provide it. My boy said, "What's the next salt?" Oh, we got the Lono hour, right? We're gonna get Lono. He's gonna be begging. It's gonna be good, right?
To touch on a little bit of what J-Dub was saying with the whole, we complain about these games, but then we don't buy them, and this happens on a constant basis. Like right now, I'm seeing people complaining about Ghost of Yote because of one of the
yeah. And then we got to throw in the Ghost of Yote defense too, right? I mean, since we're just running Defense Force, of course, there we go.
The developers said about what's going on in the news.
My boy said these fanboys should defend Nintendo too. Oh, they will. They like to hide behind Nintendo.
Now, everybody knows what I'm talking about, so don't be like, "Oh, well, what is he talking about?" You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You already know.
Yeah, a receiver trying to catch the ball, but he misses it and gets popped by the defense. Yes, exactly. I'm laughing so hard. Miss Gator asked you, listening to that cigarette guy again. Yeah. She know what time it is, yeah. Here we go. Leave my exclusives alone, yeah. Yeah, now we got to talk about Ghost of Yote, but mind you, this is a PS5 Pro owner, right? So we already seen this coming. I like Borderlands 4, but the game runs like trash. I have to use FrameGen. Yeah, see, like a game that I talk about all the time that had like a shitty launch that I enjoyed was Callisto Protocol, right? I enjoyed fucking Callisto, but the game ran like shit. It was a stuttery mess. That's indefensible. I can't sit here and say, I think people were too hard. I think people were just complaining about the game. Like, I would sound like a fucking idiot.
and everybody's all like, I don't want to buy that game. I'm not buying it. I'm all like, I'm buying that shit, dude, day one. Like, I don't care. I don't care what somebody else said. I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
like you know, if I want a game, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna enjoy it. And
Well, I'm glad you got that off your chest. I know it was bothering you that so many people were saying that they weren't going to buy the exclusive. Smoking on that exclusives pack, yeah. Refuse to use frame gen. I just can't. Yeah, it's the same as motion blur. Exactly. I will always turn that shit off, right? I just can't use it.
that's the same thing with Borderlands, and I love that this game.
We got Reforged in pain. Hey, leave Randy alone. Holy shit. All right, Lono. All right.
Taking what Borderlands 3 has done and what Borderlands 2 has done, and kind of combined it into this fun experience. And the loot has been amazing. Like, and then
Listen, y'all better be careful, boy. Reforged is in here, boy. Unless you guys are ready. Unless you guys are ready to buckle it, God damn it! Unless you guys are ready to buckle it to the ring, brother, y'all better shit. Reforged. He's seen some people were shilling and defending, shit that's bad for the consumer. So Reforged had to show up. This is a stuck up. Give me all your codes. Chop, chop, chop. My boy, it's a stick up. God damn it!
I've just been grinding this whole entire time, dude.
What level are you at, Dark?
I'm at like level almost 20, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
right now I'm at 19.
These guys are something
I've
else.
been playing
bro.
it for like 18 hours. I've just been doing side stuff, been exploring the world,
Same.
and
On a PS5 Pro from 15 to 30 frames. He's been bouncing from 15 to 30 frames, having the time of his life.
I'm having a blast, man. And that's what it should be about, not
Having
about
a blast.
Whatever.
That's it. To get to kind of the root.
Yeah, and that's what it should be about. Just glazing. Yeah, grinding at 13 FPS. Yeah, must take a long time. My boy Why So Serious said, level 20 ain't shit. 18 hours of crash. Yeah, well, maybe it's because he's at 13 FPS. Yeah, having the time of my life, having a blast.
The root of gaming again and having a good time with it. And it's the same thing. I think, like I said, you said you're 18 hours, probably you said level 18, 19. Probably,
Richard Omega, back to plug and play. Why does it sound familiar? Because they always like to fucking go to I don't care about all that stuff, man. It sounds just like MBG with Metal Gear Solid, right? I just want to plug and play. I don't care about all the frames. That doesn't matter to me, right? Hey, give them some credit, Sigs. These fanboys are used to 30 FPS. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I mean, it's dropping to 15 frames and shit.
I think I'm level 14 or 15, something like that. And I'm at, like I said, somewhere between that 12 and 14 hour. I don't sit there and clock it in. But my point being is that I do every single what do you call it? The exclamation mark side quest. I'm there. I've actually just taken time to go back and just like loot different areas and just check everything out in the world. And again, it really does come down to what did we all kind of get in the game for is the fun of it, right? This game for me is
Yeah, but it's not fun when it's not running well. I can't believe you guys we're 24 minutes in and these guys are they just been defending this fucking game. It's insane.
ton of fun, right? It's that looter shooter, that vibe that I've been waiting for a very long
And this is what I mean. Like, I'm playing devil's advocate, but it's like, imagine somebody who's not on Twitter, who's just listening to this podcast, who's going to take their advice and buy this shitty, underperforming game. Shout out to Yada Zach, Mooch talking nonsense. I know. What else is new?
time. And it was funny because I said on the
he's got the mic in his mouth and he's just yelling. I mean, goddamn. I wonder how much hearing I've lost from listening to fucking Mooch.
as I will go to Death Singer next here and ask Death Singer. I remember asking the panel, I said, do you think this game has any chance, Borderlands 4, of being a nominee, not a winner, but a nominee for a game of the year? And everyone was like, not Borderlands, no way. And now I saw some articles and people saying this could be a nominee. So
my boy said, guys, find yourself a woman that loves you as much as Mooch loves Randy P. Yeah, and J-Dub, he told the PC guys to shut the fuck up.
Death Singer,
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, there you go, everybody. That's it.
Thank
not.
you.
The game is not.
Thank you, a PC guy. Thank you. How he sat with his mouth closed and didn't say anything for so long. Thank you, Def Singer. Yet again, Def Singer, the only guy with some fucking sense on the goddamn show.
Not good enough for that. If you look at the roster of games that have come out this year so far, well, if you look,
Yeah, how dare you? What do you mean, how dare you? Do you not see the damn
if
game?
you look just at the basic roster, like you have to throw Death Stranding in there, right? That's a lock. Then you have to throw in Donkey Kong Bonanza, right? So now you're 2. Then you have to throw Expedition 33. Now you're at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then you're probably going to throw Kingdom Come in there. You're at 4. Then you're going to throw Silk Song in there. That's 5.
My boy's asking the real questions. He says, how many podcasts has Crap Gamer skipped? Ever since the Helldiver 2 Xbox port, he has not come back. Yeah, I'm waiting for him, right? I found me that woman. Hey, shout out to Aztec Warrior. He's in love. No. It's not even close to being a nominee. Exactly. I would be shocked if it got a nominee.
And now you have one more spot, and that's going to get taken up by Ghost of Yote. There we go. Job done. There's your 6. That's your Game of the Year nominees. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Later.
Yeah, they're gonna glaze. They're gonna glaze game. Ghost of Yote. They're gonna glaze. What's the name of it? Death Stranding 2. Like, come on, let's not do this. We know the games. Come on.
But the thing is, it's like, unfortunately, with stacked years, we saw last year, some games that should have been nominated didn't get nominated just because the year is so stacked. So obviously, and obviously Borderlands it has its controversy, so that's probably going to go.
My boy said, J-Dub can't even get a real dub in this community. More JLs, and this was an easy dub, such an easy dub, just to say, this game runs like shit. They shouldn't have released the game in this state. Maybe they should have delayed it. I don't know why they released this. This is unacceptable. That's all they had to say. Next topic. But they're actually fucking defending this shit.
So you look at most of those games,
Not, at least Death Singer isn't.
Controversy to him, but this does. Now, on to Randy and his dumbass self.
Yes.
Letting people give advice. It's like...
Oh, Moot, shut the fuck up. Don't you Death Singer him. Yeah, his stupid punk ass. He's a fucking idiot. He's a nincompoop, right? The dude is stupid, yes.
I'm able to play Cyberpunk 0.40p, high settings, 80 FPS.
Yeah.
With path tracing.
Yeah.
Right. I picked up Borderlands 4, 1440p, max settings. Tell me why I'm getting below 60 FPS.
It's a great question, Death Singer.
Yeah, I don't
it's
have
it's a poorly optimized game.
Yeah, but didn't it take Cyberpunk
Oh, it's a poorly optimized game.
a while for them to get it to that point?
Yeah, but you have to understand, I'm running path tracing on Cyberpunk, right? This game...
I don't know. I don't play on PC.
Borderlands 4
Okay, yeah, so then shut your mouth.
has no chance in graphic fidelity versus a Cyberpunk with path tracing, right? They're just not even in the same ballpark, because Cyberpunk just looks fucking...
My boy said Mag is so corny. Yeah, he'd be up here placating. He'd be tap dancing for them PlayStation guys, right? But he said he played it on his Pro because PlayStation promoting Borderlands 4, that's why they're capping for it. Oh, Yadazak may have cracked the code. That is a good point.
But,
well, 2 different art styles as well. So
they are 2 different art styles, but you're telling me you're a big open world, right? And I'm running at the same settings, similar settings, and my game is performing worse. Borderlands 4 does not look as good as this, so there is no reason.
True,
no reason.
Cyberpunk had like 6-7 years to get it optimized and fixed and patched.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Cyberpunk wasn't like that
sure.
day one. So we got to at least give them.
I mean, but he's just showing an example that it can be done and that it shouldn't be that much of a problem since it's not as graphically demanding, right? The Pro is the worst place to play. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For the price and everything, I terrible.
Give him that.
But
give him that.
Let him off the hook.
Give him what? Yeah, we can't let him off the hook. Thank you, Death Singer.
Because it's like, you not only do you release the game, not only do you have problems on console with the memory leak, like the PS5 version, tons of articles. The memory leak is tanking the performance the longer you play. That shouldn't be, like, the game is broken in some aspects because on PC you have frame gen, you have DLSS, you can get around it. On console, you don't have frame gen, you don't have DLSS.
Yikes.
You don't have these systems. So the longer you play,
and honestly, you guys wouldn't want that shit. Honestly, that shit is the boo trash.
The worse your performance gets, that's very unfair on the console players. Now on the PC side, with my graphics card power, your game, your job is to sell me the game, right? Now, if you're releasing a game that is doing this and then telling me, oh, turn on frame gen, turn on DLSS,
no,
I shouldn't have to for your game because you didn't optimize your game. I'm having to do this because of you.
Yes.
I should not have to do this. But
Yes.
because of your choices, I am now forced to do this.
Oh, wow. Isn't that crazy? Wow. A PC guy talking sense. Wow. Wow. I'm like Owen Wilson. Wow. 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 I'm shocked.
So, of course, as most games that come out broken and then fix later, and you could blame Unreal Engine 5 for part of this.
Yeah.
It's not totally on Randy. It's not totally on them. I can't put it all on them because they're using this dog shit engine for whatever reason. And it's just people are playing it, but people are like,
My boy said Mooch will probably cut in again and derail the conversation. I can definitely see that coming.
want to have to deal with this, and that's why I refunded it, and I will play it on sale because
easy W. Just a W. This Death Singer cat, like I said, the only guy worth listening to on the podcast.
I want to love this game because from what I'm hearing, it's exactly what I wanted. Because Borderlands 3 was a disappointment to me personally. It was like that garbage ass villain you had in Borderlands 3 was not it. So Borderlands 4 looks like they get into it. Well, yeah, villains, but either way, garbage, forgettable game. But this game looks like it's on the right track from what I've heard in the story, the villains, everything. I want to love the game, but your performance and you not optimizing your game is preventing me from loving your game. So it's going to be what it's going to be.
Fair.
I'll stand on that.
Stand on it. Yeah.
Randy,
get
off X.
Yeah, normal PC guy things. We'll stand on business. We ain't opening our wallets, right? We're not going to shell for unoptimized games, right? Of course.
Get off Twitter and just fix your game, please. Just stop tweeting. You don't need to tweet anymore because all you're doing is having arguments with people that don't care.
Yeah, the arguing online. Don't get me.
He's probably on X and fixing the game at the same time.
he might be.
I don't know. There's people saying that he doesn't fix shit, that he's just a CEO. So I don't know.
Knowing Randy, he's probably doing it all at the same time.
Shout out to Art Vandalays. Is Borderlands over Silk
I didn't know you guys knew Randy. You guys are friends? You guys hang out?
Song. Oh, that'll get something started. Shout out to Blaze here, too. Shout out to Blaze 4K. He says Borderlands is great and it looks good to me. Shout out to Blaze.
They're saying it took 6 years for Cyberpunk to get there, but they done it within the year. The 6 years is just how old the game is. Yeah, that's true.
It's great to have Blaze here in the chat.
That is a good point.